Hey, what's up? The Brew Dude is back here with another beer. One of my favorite breweries, Sierra Nevada, has this porter that is bottle conditioned. Their trademark label with the Sierra Nevadas in the background. Porter bottle conditioned, which bottle conditioning typically means that this here was prematurely poured in the bottle and it was left in the bottle to complete its cycle of being a beer, if that makes sense. I don't want to get too much into specifics, especially say if you don't brew too much yourself, but usually beers, what they'll do is they'll leave them in big vats, huge, thousands of gallons, 500 gallons, 100 gallons, whatever, depends on the brewery size, and they'll let it condition there. And then they'll pour it in bottles, and then the bottles will distribute it. Usually conditioning in a bottle is a lot of home brewers do to get that raw kind of gamey. When I mean gamey, I don't mean like meaty. I mean gamey as in like the brewing, figuratively speaking. But I'm excited to try it. I have not had this one, and I am very excited to go ahead and do that. Smells amazing. A lot of aromas, a typical porter smell, chocolate, light coffee notes, but just very light. Nothing burnt, just sweet chocolate, nutty, what you want in a porter. One thing I also like about Sierra Nevada and some of the old breweries or breweries that kind of stick to traditional means is that they don't affect what you're typically expecting of a porter, right? Especially now, which I don't hate, I don't mind. I'm with all the expansion of beers and juice beers and this and that, but I do want to be able to have accessibility to a beer that has similar or traditional traits. If I want a porter, I want a porter. If I want a stout, I want a stout. If I want an IPA, I want an IPA. If I want a pale ale, I want to be able to still find a pale ale without having these extra other stuff. And if I want the extra other stuff, I go get it, right? But this one here, Sierra Nevada, is very good at keeping to the traditional beer and making a really damn good one. Same aroma, off-white, tan, brownish head. Creaminess, larger bubbles as well. Very dark. I can see a little red at the bottom. Some light is coming through, but for the most part, that is opaque. Alright? Some already lacing at the edges, if you can see. So this beer here has that traditional porter look, porter smell, and aroma that you want to look for. It actually almost has that homebrew smell that if you ever brewed a porter, you get. Cheers. Okay. Wow. Now that is good. That is simply probably on my top 3 porters. This thing is very, very good. See, the porter is just one step on top of that brown ale, right? So it is not quite a stout. So you don't want something that's super stout, super offensive, abrasive, hard like a stout. You want something that maybe the brown ale you've already overcame, right? Brown ale's not doing it for you. You want a little bit something stronger, but that's still not a stout, and that's it. Body is medium. The lingering of the flavors are not excessive. They're just enough. Like right now, I'm still tasting it, but it's not like, wow, that bitterness. The bitterness is just medium as well. The carbonations it's medium to high. It's not extreme, but it's not low. It's just that medium again. Chocolate notes, some coffee notes, not a lot. Sweet tones, very medium to thin body, I mean, it's a porter that you definitely want to add to your collection. Definitely one of my top, and I've never had it, but just tasting it and tasting the balance of that beer is just, it boosted it just right up there. What is it, like 5%? 5.6% alcohol by volume. Like I said, that bitterness is just enough to balance the sweetness, to balance the chocolate notes. Because if you just had chocolate sweetness and no bitterness, that beer would be off balance. It'll be coinly sweet and off balance. And like I said, if you're a home brewer, you've probably had some beers that are a little off balance, whether it's one way or the other. Or you probably even bought some beers on the market that are one way or the other, too sweet or too bitter. This is a damn good beer. You go find it, and I am going to stock my fridge with this. Thank you for watching, subscribing, and liking. And with that said, the Brew Dude is out.